All right, so we're working on the login portion of this, but it's failing because the server is not listening to login. Right? So let's work here on the server side, and let's create an endpoint for login. It's going to be a post mapping that's going to be mapped to login, and this is going to be public user. If we find the user, it'll be login. It'll be HTTP session. Presumably there is no session because we're logging in for the first time. And we're also going to need the user that you're sending us with the username and password. So that will be in the request body, user. Now this user is going to have the username and password that we need to search by. Now one of the problems is that we don't actually have a user to look up, right? So for now, what we're going to do is that we're going to blindly make this person the current user, right? So we're not going to look them up because we don't have a database, we don't have anything. So we're going to make that person the person who's currently logged in. So we're going to do session.setAttribute the current user, and then we're just going to send back that user. We're just going to echo back that user. All right, so let's restart the server. Okay, so let's log in as Bob. Okay, notice that the profile is saying that we're the current users, that Bob is the current user. Notice that if I refresh, notice that if I go anywhere else, right, go to home, if I go back to the profile, notice that it still remembers that it's me, right, until I log out, and I can log in as someone else, as Dan. And now we're logged in as Dan. If I go back to the profile, if I go anywhere else, right, and if I navigate to the profile, right, it remembers that it's still Dan, right? And all this remembering is being done at the server side, right? The server is who's remembering this. Notice that the client is not maintaining any state. Right? We're not using Redux. We're not, we're only maintaining the state for the fields, right? But we're not, we're not passing any of the state in around, right? So all this information is always stored on the server side.